Evening, everyone. Just sort my iPad out like I normally do. I wait for people to join us. Let's play normal, take it off, and then I've got to go back and do it again. Hope you've all had a lovely day. It has been a lovely day today. It really has. Well, it's been glorious. Not that I say much of it like I was at work. Turn the volume off. There we are. I turn it off every night, you know, and every night it comes on. Weird, man. It's weird. Hiya, Lisa. I've got two Lisas there. Hiya, Lynn. Hiya, Vicky. Nice of you to join me again. Hiya, Ellen. And Emma, also coming up in alphabetical order here, apart from Vicky who's sat in the middle. Hi, Diane. So we've got quite a few coming on there. Hi, Kim. Hello, Dion. You want to go out the poll house, have you? Hi to your folks. So my name's Irene, for those of you who don't know me, who just joined me tonight. All week we've been doing these, we've been doing them for a while now. Every night, Monday to Friday, between 6 and 7. And they are free live money readings. Hi, Tracy. But I'm asking people to donate money, and I am, and it's for a charity which you guys, hopefully, are going to nominate. So any money we collect is going to go to a charity. So whether you donate £1, £2, £3, even a fiver, all the monies will be donated to that nominated charity what you guys are nominating. I've got 3 nominees at the minute, and it'll be chosen on Friday. So wherever we've collected, if we've collected anything, because I haven't looked in the PayPal, I'm hoping to say we've got a couple of £100. You know, we can only wish and hope, because that's the main reason I'm doing this. I'm not doing it for the fun of it. I'm doing it because it's my way of giving something back to you guys. And if you can donate and help the charity, they're getting something, you're getting something. And that's what it's about basically. It's about sharing, okay? And you know where I'm going with sharing the life, don't you? The more likes, the more shares, the better it is. So see if we can outdo last night's sharing. See if we can get a few more shares in there. Because the more people that get involved, the better it's going to be. So I'm going to start you off with the first card tonight, like I normally do. Hi, Jackie. The offer made for Jackie. So if you want to put your locations in as well. So if we get anybody different, we had Norway the other night. We've had somebody from the Philippines clicking in, which is lovely. Hi, Kim. Hi, Susan, Courtney, Jackie, Sandra. So if you want to shut your location in there as well, we'll just see how far afield we get tonight. If you're getting further forward or further out to the fair. Just give Tracy a wave. Yeah. Spennymoor. I used to go to Spennymoor, you know, Sandra. I do Spennymoor Church before we had the lockdown. I'm picking a few cards here. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm picking more than one. Rosewood Lisa, that's over the road from me. Peter Lee, up the road as well. I Thornaby. I used to live in Thornaby years ago as well. Right. Oh dear me. Right. So the first card I chose was this one. Where's the thing gone? Right, there we go. Everybody see that? So Hardwick, Norton, Thornaby, all local. We're all locals. So the birth card, that's the card I've chosen. Right, I'm going to take my cardigan up until. Hey Pat, are you up here alright? I'm at 1 minute, close the next. Hi Alan, nice for you to join us. I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're keeping well. No, I'm not doing the striptease. I'm just taking my cardigan off on that and getting a bit of a flushy on. Right, so the birth card, new beginnings. As I look at it, and I do want to say, even though you're putting your locations in, folks, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, sure, I know what I'm talking about. Right, so I am going to say there's been a bit of turmoil where, as I look at the card, right, I'm undecisive. So there's something I need to make my mind up about, and I can't quite get there. So I need a little bit of assistance as I'm looking at the card. I need somebody to advise me whether this is to do with finances, but I need a little bit of advice because my head basically is up my backside because I don't know what to do. So I have got there's an opportunity there, but I don't know whether to take the opportunity. So this is where I'm saying I need a bit of help or a bit of assistance with this, okay? The name Marie comes out of this card as well. So if anybody can understand the name of Marie, Salisbury, that's where Shelley. So I need the name of Marie. So if anybody can understand Marie, but I do need help and assistance where something's going on. Hi, Marion. Something's going on and around you where there is an opportunity and I need a bit of help because I don't know, basically don't know what I'm doing. So in other words, whether there's legal documents or legal stuff, and I'm a little bit confused. Your mum's middle name, Lisa. Lisa, does the card make sense to you, even though your mum's middle name's Marie? If it does, say yes. I am going to say as well, please, as I look at the card, I am going to say I've had, and again, I feel as though I've had more than one miscarriage. Okay, I get miscarriages from this card as well. So I've had more than one miscarriage. I want to say at least 3 miscarriages, where the child touched the airplane and passed spirit side of life. That's what I need to say as I look at the card as well. So I'm going to say there's been quite a few. You can, Lisa. So where I need the advice, go and seek our advice and listen to what's being said to you. Because if you don't, you're going to come unstuck. That's what I feel. That's what I feel in the card, okay? I'm not saying miscarriages are with you. I'm just saying I'm picking up miscarriages with the card, okay? So just remember I've said that. But again, where this advice is needed, you need to go and ask. If you don't ask, you won't get. And there's an old saying, isn't there? Shy girls getting out, and you need to be asking, okay? You need to be asking for that little bit of help and assistance. Just ask within the family or somebody you touch upon where the children went to spirit side of life, because I have got 3 there. So in other words, I've got somebody here on the airplane who finds it really difficult to carry children, and that's what I'm getting from the card, okay? I need the month of April as well. And Lisa, please, Lisa, would you understand the surname of Bennett? Need the name of Bennett. But I am going to say there's lots of changes where this card is, but please, please, please take the advice that's been given. Go away and ask for the advice. Don't be frightened to ask. I do need the name of Bennett, and I need the month of November. I see loads and loads, please. I feel as though there would have been a passing around November month. I want a passing around November month there as well, please, Lisa. Hi, Debbie. So, no, Lisa, what you saying no to, my loves? What we saying no to? I need to know what you're saying no to. If you don't know now, I forgot. I've just rolled over there. Right, so folks, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that card back in the pack and just wait for Lisa to answer me. So while I'm waiting for Lisa, start punching your numbers in. Is it Barnet? It might be. Could well be, Shelley. Could well be. It's just what was given to me there, and I want it via spirit. That's what came. And if I've heard it, right, thank you, Lisa. Thanks, Lisa. It's just sometimes when I'm just waffling on, I'm getting my confirmation back. I don't know what you're saying, yes or no to, because then I forgot. Memory, like I said. Shelley, does it mean anything to you what I've just said there before I start punching the card out? If it does, give me a yes. I'm aware I've got a lady spirit side of life, that's all. I'm aware I've got a lady spirit side of life. She does come in on a grandmotherly vibration, but that surname of, you're saying Barnet, you know, Barnet to me is like a hairdo. What are you doing with your Barnet? Um, I'm going to stick to my gun, Shelley. I believe it's Bennett. I need to say Bennett. So if anybody can understand the name Bennett, give us a yes down the bottom. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for a yes down the bottom to Bennett. The card I chose was number 68, folks. There's the card. Okay, there's the card. And I want May and month in the start of it. I want the month of May and June with this card, okay? And it was number 68 where I've chosen, but the May and the June month means something very significant. May and June. The minute I picked it out, Marie's mum died, and you know that much, all right. Not to worry, Shell, I can't backtrack because I'm moving forward there with this. If I get any more where the Marie is and the name of Bennett, right. Right, you know Bennett. What, you said Barnett earlier on, Shelley. You just confuddling me now. Right, Tracy, you've chosen 68, right. Tracy, would you understand the month of May and June, where it's very significant? Where May and June is very, very significant. That's the minute I took the card out, that's what I have to say to you. I'm also going to say to you as well, please, even though that is significant, the May and the June month, you can take both. Right, Alan, you can take the May for your birthday, but I want May and June month. But I'm also going to say I've got a lady spirit side of life as well, and this lady connects on another vibration. She tells me she's your mum or mum, okay? And that's what I need. Right. Marion, you can understand the May, June and the Bennett, and Tracy can understand as well. So all three years, please keep listening in here. And I don't know where we're going to go with it, but I'll just keep going with it. And the minute I get notes, and you can kick yourselves out. But I have got mum, spirit side of life. I do know I've got mum. And I do believe she has been coming in and around quite often. And I want this within the last 3 to 4. Where have we gone? She makes reference to the last 3 to 4 weeks, the last 3 to 4 weeks. Keep listening, Shelley. But this lady comes in with it the last 3 to 4 weeks, but she talks about as well, she puts a conditioner on my heart area, whether this lady passed, spirit side of life with a heart condition or something to do with the heart. She tells me it went like that, okay? Hi Vicky. When I went like that, she tells me, she went really quickly. She tells me she didn't suffer, but she went really quickly. Now, again, before I logged on tonight, I need the name of Roy. So I don't know where Roy's going to fit in or whether he fits in at all with this card, but I don't believe he does. I believe he's for somebody else's Roy. But I believe Roy does connect somewhere along the lines here. But I am going to say she's been coming out to give a little bit of inspiration, because she's saying that's what's been missing along the airplane, with inspiration, and that's what I'm after. Okay, so she comes in and she's trying to help, and coming in around where I am telling you that my heart give up. If it's not her, I've got somebody else beside her who heart would have gone, and I'm saying beside her, there's somebody like beside her as well, because that's how she brings it in. Hi Julian, that's how she brings it in. So where I'm talking, where mum is, and I am saying, and she has been in and around, but I'm also going to say as well, please, there's news of a wedding or an engagement. Your ex-father-in-law, right, that's okay, Tracy, just keep listening as well, please. That's confirmation. There is news of a wedding, okay, but I want this next year. Next year is where I'm going with the wedding, higher power. But there has been news, or whether I've just announced it, where I'm getting married or I've just got engaged. I am definitely getting married next year, not this year, it's next year. The name Angela also comes out on this card, but I want Angela here on the airplane. She's definitely here on the airplane. And I'm going to tell you as well, please, and this is a matter of fact, I am absolutely stupid about lipsticks. I keep putting lipsticks down and losing them. Although I've got loads of them and I don't use them. I just like the colours and I get them and I put them in the drawer. I don't use them. So if that makes sense to anybody who's listening, not anybody, the ones who were listening, sorry, please give us a yes down the bottom, because the lipsticks are coming in and I want to put it on. I want to put it on. Don't like that, I'll put it in the drawer. And that's as far as it goes. I'm also going to say to you as well, Avon. Somebody loves the Avon. I've got Avon connections here. All I can hear is ping pong Avon calling, okay? Ah, got out of breath there. I just slow myself down because I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for a bit more confirmation here because the feed's not moving. It stopped at my end, and they're all probably saying, "Hey, it's moving at my end. It ain't moving at mine." Okay. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'll have a drink of my water while I'm waiting for you. Ah, I really do need the name of Angela. Right, well, I say you can say yes to Angela. Tracy, you're saying no to lipsticks. I've got lipsticks all over the place here, so someday, whether it's Spirit Side of Life, hi, Roxy, hi, Karen. I've got some Spirit Side of Life who would have loved, I can't talk, who would have loved the lipsticks. So I am going to say there's news of an engagement or a wedding and it's next year, okay? So watch for that coming in if you aren't already aware of it. Where the lady comes in, she comes in and she just says, yes to the Angela and the Avon, brilliant man. She just comes in to give that inspiration and it's like to say, well, don't give up just yet, don't give up just yet. That's what she comes in for. Do not give up just yet. There's more to come. That's what I have to say to you. There's more to come. Okay, so I'm going to leave that lady's love with you, and I'm going to say thank you very much for that communication, and start punching numbers back in because we're going to go again here. Right, I need the name of Sam. I need Sam. So if there's a Sam listening, and I do believe I've got a gentleman Spirit Side of Life with the name of Sam, so I want both. I want Sam Spirit Side and I want Sam here on the airplane. So if anybody can understand that name Sam on both sides, give us a double whammy down the bottom. Blow the bubbles or wherever, but keep liking and sharing the page, please. The more likes, the more shares we get. You know how it goes, don't you? You definitely will be saying it. So yeah, anybody understand both the names, the Sam Spirit Side of Life and the Sam here on the airplane? I know I need two. I'm not sure whether male or female. You've got a Sam Spirit. I need both of them, my love, though. Both. I need somebody to say, yes, Irene, I can understand both them names. That's what I'm after. While I'm waiting, I'm counting the cards as well. And then I keep losing count. And I'm loving the way you're liking and sharing, because I can see when you're sharing, when you aren't sharing. See that. So yeah, nobody acknowledging both names, Sam and Sam. I feel like I've got Samuel and Samantha. That's what I feel as I've got. I know I've got a gentleman. This gentleman would have been, oh gosh, he's quite tall actually. And he's not little and he's quite stocky built. That's how he presents himself. And I do believe he comes in on, I believe he's more of a father, a grandfather. That's how I feel with him. Right, folks. The other connection I want as well, I want a connection to the pits. Hi, Lindsay. Somebody would have worked in the pits as well. I've got pit. I'm in the pit. Nobody understanding yet? Yes, I can't talk. Talk to myself now, you know. Both of you. Right. Would you understand where somebody would have worked in the pit, Shelley? Or a connection to the pits? Can't, you know. Can't. Lindy, you're late. You want the back of the class. Right, Shelley, do you understand where the pit connection would be. Pits. Well, I'm thinking I'm in the pit. It might be a surname, you know, but I don't think it is. So, hi Savannah. Right. So, you understand two of them names, yeah? Hi, lady. You're on the wrong account again. I don't know what you mean, Shelley. Why are you on the wrong account? I can see your comments, but I don't know where you're going. Right, right. So just bear with me a minute then, Shelley. You would understand then the gentleman spirit side of light that's wanting to connect. He comes in more of a fatherly figure, grandfatherly as he comes in, okay? Right, so Charlotte, you just keep listening because I could have two cross threads here. Hiya, Gemma. So please keep listening, folks, okay? The gentleman I've got with me, he presents himself and he tells me he's quite tall, okay? He comes in as being quite tall and he's very well set, okay? Bless you. He does come in on a fatherly vibration. He comes in and he tells me he was quite stocky, very hard working when he was here on the airplane. March and April month really connect really strongly. I have this name as well, and I know, no, I'm arguing with myself here, folks. Just hang on. He tells me he would have lost quite a lot of weight before he passed outside the life. He talks about a cancerous condition, and he tells me whether he was taken care of by carers or that's what he comes in with, okay, and that's what he makes me aware of. The name Dennis as well. The name Dennis comes in, but I don't know whether this is his name. I want the name Dennis here on the earthplane. I know I have to mention a Dennis. So Dennis does connect. He also talks about now I know I've mentioned the pits. But he talks about Yorkshire as well. He talks about Yorkshire. He brings York in as well as Yorkshire. Okay, so I want that connection there as well. But I need to just bring this gentleman's love to here on the airplane and bring that energy and that strength because I feel as though I've been a little bit depleted here on the airplane. Okay, so he comes in with the strength, and I need to bring that strength in and around where it's needed. Okay, that's where it takes me. So that's what I'm going to say. So whether you can understand it's fine, Shelley, if it's not for you. But that's where I'm going to leave that. I'm going to come to the card. Okay, so there's the card, the liberation card. Right, Debbie, you can take the Yorkshire connection. So just keep bearing with me, and we'll see how far it goes. Okay. So the liberation and the number 51. Who chose 51? Who's chosen 51? Anybody? And Debbie, you can take the pit. Right, brilliant. So you can take little bits of it, but not all of it, which isn't very good. You need to be taking all of this from me rather than just snippets. Right. Who's chosen 51? Anybody or nobody? Nobody chose 51? I've got a love of chemistry here as well, so there was somebody here on the airplane that used to love doing chemistry with their little pipettes where they put their chemicals in and would mix them. It gives me them as well. So there's somebody here studying chemistry, or they've got university, or they love science, or they're really into that field of things. That's what he brings forward, okay? Well, that's what I'm going to say as well. So I'm just going to keep waffling on with him. But the number 51, nobody's chosen it. I'll have to go back in the pack if nobody's chosen it, but I'll read it anyway. Right, let me scroll through your names. Right, let me have a look. Have we got one of you counted? One off of a counted them right. Yeah, I think I might have. Right, now what I was going to say is I need Ellis. Does anybody understand the name Ellis? Ellis. Want to spell it out? I need that. Ellis. Can't even punch in there. My comments box, it's really slow. We've got really loud going on here. What's wrong with this? My scroller's gone now. There, it's gone up there. I don't know why, like, because it's still sat in my little box down here. There it is, it's going up now, but it's mad this. Are we back? So it just went off. Are we back, folks? Tell me I'm back. Yeah? Right, Sadie, Michelle Gardner, you've got a cousin called Alice, and Tracy, you've got a, right, no sound. Am I sound back now, though? Hi, Tracy. Is me sound back now, folks? It should be, because I unplugged everything, and it should be back on. I said it was going a bit funny, didn't I? We're back. Right, so it's really slow, this. It's playing up again now. Right, we're back. It just went off, folks. It just went off. I don't know why. And I've unplugged it and then I plugged it back in. It does it all the time. I think spooks behind me. I don't get very happy or whatever. But then it goes off, right? I'm glad I'm back on. So I'm looking for the Ellis again. Right, I know Tracy had said Ellis Spirit Side. And Sadie, did you say here on the Earth Plane? Ah, right. I don't know which Tracy we had. Which Tracy did we have? Who said Ellis? Who said Ellis? Tick it back down the bottom. I know you hear me. Right, I'm going to go with this. Where Ellis is concerned, okay? Hello, Steph. Right, so I am going to say 51. So where 51's, it could be your age, yeah? It could be your age, right? Sadie, you're saying yes on the Earth Plane. Tracy, where did you say? Spirit Side of Life, right? I'm going to say to you, folks, where this card is concerned, again, new doors, new beginnings, but I do feel as though I have been restricted in a lot of the things I wanted to do in life. So somebody else has held all the cards basically and stopped you and prevented you from moving forward with your life. I am going to say to you, there's been times over the last, I want to go over the last 12 months where you felt like packing your bags and doing one. That's how I feel as I look at it. I had to pull right away as I said it. So I am going to say where I felt like packing my bags and just doing one because things were getting really on top of me and there was things there I just could not cope with, okay? So I am going to say where the last 12 months or so has been really, really stressful, really bad for you. But I am going to say to you there, folks, there is new doors, new beginnings opening there, and you're not going to look back. You're not to look back, okay? But yeah, there's been lots going on around you, but the shackles are off. There's going to be big changes, and I want this where jobs are and opportunities are. But I've come a hell of a long way to where I was over the last 12 months. But I feel as though I lost quite a lot in that 12 months. So whether that was my self-esteem, materialistic things I lost, but at the same time, it was worth it
just to get gone, just to get out the way, okay? And that's what I'm picking up from this card. But I am going to say to you, where this card connects, just be careful what you say to people, okay? Because I do believe tales are getting carried or getting taken out of context, all right? So just a little bit of caution there. But I am going to say to you as well, there's going to be news of a move of premises as well, even though I've said left all that behind. There's going to be a move of premises where there's, because as I look at that, the key's coming out, so I'm getting a new key. So there's new adventures there. Just remember I've said it, Tracy. Just remember I've said it. I am going to say as well, I suffer with anxiety. I suffer with anxiety. As I look at the card, I'm getting anxiety. I'm getting a little bit stressful. But I'm going to smile as I'm saying this. I know we've all been wanting to go and get our hair done, but I just really want to change my colour. I want to change my colour, and whether I want to be really extrovert, and I'm not saying this is you, Tracy, I want to be really extrovert, but I want memories where somebody's hair turned green. That's what I've just been given, and that's what I'm going to say. It's made me chuckle as I'm saying it, because my hair would have went a nice limey green colour. Hi, Nicola. And that's what I'm going to say with this. Absolutely madness where the hair is. And you can take it all, Sadie. That's brilliant. I'm also going to say as well, I'm getting market gardening with this. So somebody loves to be outside in the garden or doing some stuff or getting, what you call them, then landscape gardeners. That's what I need to say. I'm getting landscape gardeners in, or I've got an interest in. You've just shared it with Morrison's. You silly moo. They'll be kicking us out. Right, so landscape gardeners is a connection there as well. Okay, so I am going to say that with you. So watch where the landscape gardeners are coming in, and there's mega changes. Mega changes. Go with the changes and go with it. Right. Now, all the time I'm talking to you as well, and again, I'm just going to throw this out there. Oh, shoot, I've dropped half the cards. Not I haven't, I'll pick them up. I want a surname of MacPartland. Right, you love the garden. Watch where the market gardeners are coming in there, Tracy. So I want MacPartland, a surname of MacPartland, if I'm saying it right. You know, like Ant Deck. MacPartland. Partland. Here I go again. I don't know the names. I'm shocking. That's the name that I've just been given there. And I would have had a nickname, a boss. Somebody would have called me boss. Are you all right, boss? Are you all right, boss? That's how I feel. And that's a connection I'm getting in. I noticed as well, folks, right? And I did it on the slide, but nobody picked up on it. I sent a link out there for you to jump on, but nobody did it. Nobody's jumped on it. And if you have, you haven't done it. Hi, Steph. So I am looking for a surname of MacPartland, and that somebody would have been nicknamed, or they would have always said, "Are you all right, boss? I'm here, boss." That's what I keep getting, and I'm getting this from spirit. I'm not getting it from the cards. I'm getting it from spirit. I have got a. Ah, right. What have you missed, Tracy? You missed the link. Well, it was there. Nobody went for it. I'm looking for a surname in MacPartland. Somebody can understand MacPartland. And they can. Somebody can understand MacPartland, and somebody could understand where they would have got the nickname boss. Are you all right, boss? And you would have. Always noisy here, though. What's that got to do with it? Right. So if you want to grab that link or jump on it, feel free. Why I shuffle these cards, and then I want to pick another card. Right. I know I have got one lady down there waiting, but I need to know where the other one is. Hi, Mel. Right, I'm going to shout this out one more time, okay? And then we're going to leave it where it is. I need the surname of McPartland. McPartland. And somebody would have always got called Boss. Are you all right, Boss? That's what I keep picking up, and I'm getting it from Spirit Side, okay? I'm getting it from Spirit Side. So there must be somebody who's watching who can touch upon that name or who knows that name. There has to be, because if there wasn't, they wouldn't give me it. They wouldn't give me it. Right. And I probably am counting wrong, so I'm going to do a recount here. Right, that's the number. Right, let's see if this works. Let's see if we work. The kids have got the giggles, I know the feeling. Hi, Charlotte.
Hiya.
Right,
Yeah, you?
can't hear you.
Oh, damn.
You need your volume on.
It's on.
Hang on, let me see. Can you hear me now, Charlotte?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can't hear you. You need to unmute yourself. Mute mic, unmute. You need to unmute your mic, Charlotte.
I don't.
Oh, Shelley, you're taking the mic here with your numbers. Right. Can you hear me now, Shelley?
It says you've
No.
got my.
Unmute.
I'm not muted.
What, you can hear her? I can't hear her. Why can't I hear her? Why can't I hear you? Oh, here we go again then. It's going to be fun, innit? Why can't I hear you?
It said the host had my
Right.
mic muted.
Everybody else can hear you, my love, but I can't. I don't know why. You can hear Shelley. It's mad. Absolutely flipping mad. I don't know why it won't let me hear you. Unless I've got the volume turned up my logos. Hang on. Speak to me, Charlotte. Hello?
Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
do you know what it is? I didn't have the volume turned up. Hey, me and this technology malarkey, they shouldn't let us loose on it, should they? I can hear you now, Charlotte. I hear you all right.
Yeah, you?
Yeah, I am now. I can hear you. I'm thinking, why can't I hear you? Oh, God, it's mad. Right. Seems you're the only one who jumped on because all the others seems to have missed it. She said the host is no, she hasn't. She hasn't muted. It was me messing on. Right. I'm just answering these comments there. Charlotte. Charlotte, would you understand Nana Spirit Side of Life for me, please?
Nana?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm aware of a lady coming in there, and she's only little. Okay, she's not as tall as me. She'd say she's more or less. I wished I was as tall as you, but I'm not. Okay, but she comes in with a great deal of love for you. Okay, and she tells me she would have got quite breathless before she passed Spirit Side of Life. Does that
Yeah.
make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, she got quite breathless. Yeah, and she tells me as well. She would have got a little bit confused, and it really used to annoy her. She's having a little giggle at herself now because she said when she looks back at herself, she was quite funny, but it wasn't funny at the time. So I feel a little bit confused with her. But she tells me she was very independent, and it used to really annoy her when people used to stop her doing things, but she always thought she did. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
where she's going with that, she's saying, whether somebody's stopping you from doing stuff and preventing you from doing stuff and they're holding you back. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
I'm not going to open it up, but she says, cut them ties, cut the reins. Yeah?
Yeah.
Someone's just gone pop in my ear there. She's just... but yeah, she's saying, you're only young, she tells me, and it's time for you. It's your time, so don't get tied down. Don't get bogged down in things that you don't need. You don't need to be involved in, she tells me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not opening it up. That's why I keep saying to you, does it make sense? Because you don't want
Yeah.
everybody to your private business, do you? So that's why I'm
Yeah.
saying to you, I won't open anything up. She's just letting me know to say to you, don't get tied down. Be your own person and don't allow others to stop you from doing what you want to do, because she's saying that's what happened to her. But sometimes you have to intervene with her, yeah? And that's
Yeah.
what she says to me. She brings October month in right round you, but she also talks about where you've been worried about your weight or your appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah? She's saying,
Yeah.
don't be. Love yourself for who you are. Yeah? That's a card I chose. Can you see it?
Yeah.
And I want this where a relationship is, because she talks about this fella, right? She talks about a fella here on the earth plane. And she's saying if she was here, she'd have told him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You don't have to answer me if you don't want to. You can
No,
put it in
no,
the
it
comments
does.
box. Yeah, you can private message me if you want. But this is what she says. She would have told him, okay? Because she says to me, it's a bit like he wants his cake and he wants to eat it, and it's not fair. Yeah. So in other words, I
Yeah.
want the married and that life, but I want the single life as well. And that's why she says she would have told him whether she, you'd have cut her tongue out, she says, because she wouldn't have been frightened of saying what she needed to say. And that's how
Yeah.
she comes in, yeah. And she's saying, you're holding your tongue and you shouldn't, because you're too young. You shouldn't be getting tied down just yet. She talks about college where you're concerned. So whether there's been talking about college or going back, does that make sense to you? If it doesn't, remember she's brought it in.
Yeah. I briefly thought about joining college, but I've never acted on it.
She says, go back, go and do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do your training, get your qualifications, what you need, and there'll be no stopping you, she tells me to say to you. Okay. She tells me as well, she would have had lots of problems with her legs. She makes me aware of her legs where they would have ached or they would have swelled up. She makes me very much aware of that, okay?
Yeah.
And she brings a lot of love and healing, because there's somebody here on the earth plane as well who's been complaining, whether it's arthritic pains or aches and pains. She needs to bring that love and that healing in, okay? She
Yeah.
talks about the ring or the piece of jewellery that was left. She talks about that. So if you aren't aware of it, remember I brought that forward. But she also as well, please, would you understand the gentleman that stands with her? I want to say his granddad.
I never met him, but he's
Right.
passed. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he stands with her and he's like a tower of strength. He's like little and large. That's the impression I get from him. And he comes in with that strength as well. But he also says, and he mentions as well, where there's either complaint around the elbow area, or whether it's an old fracture or an old break of an arm, okay? And he says there's a lot of pain going on here in the earth plane. Remember, I brought that forward, and again, he says lots of love and healing. But where I'm going with this as well, you know, Charlotte, would you understand why I have to bring nursing conditions in?
Like what?
Nursing, whether I'm going door to door or to people's houses, home cares, nursing,
My
that's what I need to say.
assistant. Like as a nurse assistant. Sorry.
You what, sorry?
My sister works as a
Yeah,
nurse assistant.
right. They bring that in, okay? So whether there's going to be changes where she is, whether she's going to move up the ladder.
Yeah. I've lost the sound. I can't hear.
Am I back on?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
It's gone again. Right, so we keep getting, I don't know why, it just keeps scooting off. I've got loads of bars on me. There we go again.
And yeah.
Got loads of bars on the internet, so I don't know why it keeps going off. But I will say, where your sister's concerned, there's going to be big changes where she is, where her job is related, okay? She's going to be moving up the ladder. So just
Yeah.
remember I brought that forward. Oh, here we go. They bring an awful lot of love where you're concerned, and don't be anybody's doormat. Start standing up for yourself and keep your chin up. That's what I have to say to you, my love. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to leave your Nana's love with you, but I am going to say, what am I going to say? Where my money's concerned, I feel as though I've got really long pockets and really short arms. So in other words, I'm telling you I'm skinned, but I'm not really. That's what the card says to me. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what the card says to me. So don't believe everything that's been said to you. Look
Yeah.
beyond that. Look beyond that. That's what I have to say. Okay.
Yeah.
There's going to be a house move as well. I know I've said this earlier, but there's going to be a move where you're concerned as well. I'm thinking of moving. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that move is there. I am going to say that to you. But also as well, Charlotte, before I leave you, would you understand where somebody's spirit side of life would have had a burn, a scold? Somebody would have been scolded.
Not sure.
That's okay. Yeah, I've probably moved on. I'm just aware where somebody would have spilt a pan of hot water or got scolded and scarred, okay?
Yeah.
And if it's not for you, it's probably for somebody else. But I'm just aware of that energy there. Take this lady's love and this gentleman's love. Keep your chin up, yes, because
Yeah.
there's bigger and better things out there for you. The name David comes in as well, so I don't know whether you can understand David.
Yeah, that's my sister's boyfriend.
There you go, say. I can pluck them out of thin air, but I have to mention David to you as well, okay? But don't get tied down too quick. There's more to life, okay? You've got to go with it.
Yeah, thank you.
That's it, he's telling me. So I'm going to leave all their love, and I'm going to say thank you for coming online with me there, Charlotte.
Thank
And I
you.
apologise for the sound and everything else that's gone on it, okay?
Fine, thank you.
You're welcome, and I'll see you later.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I can't get you off now, you're stuck there. Bye. It's going funny, Charlotte, you're stuck. This happened last week, this, didn't it? There we are, hang on. I'm clicking you, yeah, it's still not having it. Oh, madness, man, we'll go off. We'll go off, hang on. Technical errors. I've been no good as a technical man, mate, you know. Go away, man. No, you're stuck, Charlotte. I can't get rid of Charlotte. She's stuck. We have had a lift off. Won't go. There we go. Oh no, you still. Oh no, there. Add to screen. No. Edit name. No. Having trouble connecting. There we go. Right, am I back? I know it's all slow motion, isn't it? It's wicked. Freaky, freaky. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, folks. Can you still hear me? Yeah, it keeps going off. It's doing me nothing. Not my fault. Sorry. I'm putting a sorry in the box. Right. So can everybody still hear me? It's already gone here. I'm lagging. I'm back, am I? It's absolute madness, isn't it? Absolute madness. So the number 13 was this card here. Yeah, and let's see if let's say I stay on for. So the number 13. So I am going to say there's a gentleman who's a big influence in your life, okay? Absolute big influence in your life. And I am going to say I've got an anniversary coming up here. An anniversary is coming up as I look at the card. So the number 13, yeah, you can hear me, brilliant. So the number 13, I'm looking at both reads here, and I've got a gentleman there where there's an anniversary coming up, and he's just like, I don't know, he's my rock. He's everything I ever wanted him to be, where this gentleman is. Everything I wanted him to be, but I want him here on the earth plane, and there's an anniversary coming up. But yeah, heart of gold. It looks after me. So, but I'm also, what am I getting here? He's this gentleman, yeah. He's like I said, he's got a heart of gold. He's very smartly dressed. He's the type of gentleman where he would open doors for you, he'd pull a chair out for you, and he'd go to the bar for you. Anything you want, he would be there and he would do that. Okay. So Lindsay, if you can understand it, please take it. So yeah, he's absolutely one in a million. But I want him here on the earth plane. I don't want him spirit side of life, folks. I want him here on the earth plane. He lives here on the earth plane. He hasn't gone spirit side of life as yet. Okay. But I am going to say there are underlying health issues where this gentleman is here on the earth plane. And I believe it's because I've been that much of the stability within the family. I don't like to complain. I don't like to complain. And he is very cafe-hearted now. For a gentleman to show his feelings and his emotions, he's one of a few, isn't he? Absolutely one of a few. But yeah, heart of gold. Loved his family to bits, but there's underlying health issues here on the earth plane. But I definitely want him here on the earth plane, not spirit side of life. Okay, not spirit side. Here he's in the living. So if anybody can understand that, give us a nod, give us a wink down the bottom. But again, it was the number 13 that I was drawn to. So whether the 13th is significant to you. And I'm also picking up the name of Michael as well. I need the name of Michael. And as I'm saying Michael, I want canaries. I say loads of canaries. And I look emphysema type conditions as well around my lungs. Right. And I believe I am picking up somebody from the spirit side of life who would have been in kidney failure or something to do with the kidneys, spirit side of life as well as I'm connecting. So I either want a brother or a father that's connected to this gentleman here on the earth plane. So the name of Michael, I need to connect to. I'm getting out of breath as I'm telling you. And I have got emphysema or a condition with my lungs, and I want kidneys. I've got something wrong with my kidneys. And I'm out of breath. And I'm out of breath. Okay. So if that makes sense to anybody, please give me a yes down the bottom. You can, but not the smartly dressed. But I'm getting smartly dressed here. So whether he's in his Sunday it's going into fast motion when I talk. I'll just talk quicker than Gemma. It'll go around even quicker, won't it? Hopefully. I don't know what's going on with it. It just keeps saying insecure or unsecure network. That's what it keeps coming up on when it keeps going off. Right, your dad's what? Michael, and he's here on the earth plane. That's what I was after. Is Michael on the earth plane? Yeah. It's broke. What's broke? You can't hear me properly. Have I gone off again? I'm talking like an alien. Oh. You thought it was me out of breath? Smash gets smashed. It's not funny, this, folks. I'm communicating here with spirit and everything's going like belly up again, and it's like really hard work. So, Vicky, where have you gone? Yeah, Michael, he's here on the earth plane. Yeah, that was a connection I was looking for, my lovely. Your voice is going like a Chinese dude in a rush. What's a Chinese dude sound like in a rush? It's funny, this. It really is. I wish I could hear myself. Well, I will. I'll play it back to myself in a minute. Sounds like a Dalek. Am I still sounding like a Dalek, folks? Because if I am, I'm going to have to say ta-ra. But this gentleman here on the earth plane, there's underlying health issues where he's concerned, and he needs to go and get sorted out. He needs to go and get sorted out. February month comes in there, the February month. It's always something, isn't it, Tracy? That's why people tune in, I think, because it's a laugh a minute on here, isn't it, with me? But yeah, he needs to go and sort himself out. He needs to go. He needs to go and get it. I'm a normal now, Linda. Define normal. Define normal. Yeah, I think it's just my friends were getting everybody's attention, but define normal. But this gentleman here on the earth plane, he needs to go and get himself sorted out where the underlying health issues are. And I'm also going to say as well where this gentleman's concerned, and I'm going to say spirit side of life. I could be wrong. I believe I've got a vicar or a priest who stood behind me. Okay, so whether you can understand that, I need to mention the gentleman who would have wore the collar. There's a gentleman with a collar, and I don't know whether the vicar's or priest. Somebody's going to tell me. I know you as well. But that's what I'm going to say to you. Right. I'm also going to say as well. No, I've never been normal, Shelley. That's the best part about me. Never normal. I keep getting memories of dominoes here. So this gentleman would have played dominoes. He would have played dominoes. And I want the name of Luke as well. The name of Luke. Luke. So Lindsay, if you can understand the name Luke, and you can understand the memories where the dominoes are, because the feet stop now, so things are just calming down. It's going. That's what I'm going to say. But I'm also going to say as well, when Chantal went, or I've forgotten her name, I did have a gentleman, spirit side of life, who would have burnt himself. He would have been burnt with hot water. Would you understand where the gentleman would be, where the hot water burn would be, please? Because I feel as though I've got a scar. You can't take Luke. Right, you can't take Luke, but you can take the dominoes. Right. So would anybody else understand where there would be if you can understand the gentleman, spirit side of life, who would have scalded himself? Yeah, spirit side, Lindsay. So you can understand the gentleman who would have scalded himself. If you can, put yes. I'm getting muddled up. Doesn't take much to confuse me, you know. But yeah, I've got a gentleman spirit side of life who tells me, and he makes me aware, because he's come back in and he's coming back in to be remembered. He would have scalded himself, right? You can. So I have to mention this gentleman because he just wants to be remembered. So whether his anniversary is coming up or he's letting me know that this other gentleman, spirit side, he's met up with him. Okay, he's met up with him. And I know you said you can't take the vicar or the priest, but I believe there is a connection there. You would have worn the dog collar. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. But when I'm saying dog collar as well, and this is totally off the wall, Lindsay, and if it's wrong, I will take it back because I will know I am wrong. You know the dominatrix? There's somebody here on the earth plane, whether they do it via telephone calls or they do the dominatrix, the domineering things. That's what I'm being shown. So that's what I'm going to bring forward. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't take it, okay? But that's what they're making me aware of, okay? Why not keep talking about the dog collar? Because that's what I want to put on. So there's somebody here on the earth plane that does that, whether they're doing it. Hey, Gemma, you're back over there now. Whether they're doing it for a living or somebody used to do it, that's what I have to bring in. And I know the feed's going funny, so I'm going to leave all the spirits love with you before it goes off again. I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me. Gemma keeps coming up all the time there, 3 times, 4 times. A note on here. That's it. Gemma, I can't say it. Somebody needs to say it for me. You can't say that's why you're printing it out on there. Yeah. Because it's not porn, it's Dominique. I can't say it. God, it's funny, isn't it? Well, I'm rapping again. Am I brilliant? Right. So I'm going to go because I've had enough of yous now, and I've gone past the time anyway. Right. So please like and share the post. Please leave your comments at the bottom if you like. And come back tomorrow night and join us again for another, funny hour, because it is funny. It doesn't matter which way you look at it, things happen, and that's what makes the night, I think. And it's all about sharing, isn't it? It's all about sharing. Shelley's starting, she's just put the. So her fingers must have run out, or her batteries ran out. Right, so I'm going to love yous and leave yous. I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me again tonight. Come back tomorrow night. You never know. We might have a better night tomorrow night. So yeah, keep liking and sharing, and I'll see you all again tomorrow night. Same time, same place, just a different day.